Welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranj, and today I'm going to give you the Capper Comparison Picks for some more prelim fights for UFC Vegas 40. Awesome card. But anyway, be sure to check out the video I did yesterday with the early prelim fights. And I'm just going to continue right up the card and cover these ones for you. So bear with me as I get my research sheet. Now let's get these boards dirty. What do you say? You have to forgive me, it is a little bit late. I have a camera moved up a little too close, but whatever, it's too late now. So, continuing up the card. Next we've got the female flyweight fight between Sijara Eubanks and Dread Luana Carolina. Okay, Sarge comes in with a dismal record of 7-6. Yet she is a dominant favorite. Minus 354 off of Bet Online. I didn't get any early odds. I tried to find them, and they just weren't available for me until recently. And the underdog here, 7-2, better record and younger too, is a plus 279 underdog. Sijara Eubanks is 36 years old, and Luana Carolina is 28. Okay, Eubanks, the favorite here, is coming off a win against Elise Reed. She had a ground and pound round 1. She's actually 3-2 in her last 5. She's training out of Maryland. I want to say at one point she was training out of the Lloyd Irving's academy, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu academy, but I'm not sure. Like, Tapology has no mention of anything, but I want to say she was out of there. I don't know what happened, if she's still out there or not. For Sarge, Luana Carolina is training out of Capital de Luta in Sao Paulo, Brazil. The Brazilian has a 2-inch height and 2-inch reach advantage over Sarge, and she's coming off a split decision win against Poliana Botelho. She is 4-1 in her last 5, and she's the underdog by almost 3 times, like a plus 279 underdog. The one loss in her last 5 was where she almost got her leg ripped off by Ariana Lipski, Queen of Violence, and she yelped in pain when Ariana Lipski put that knee bar on her. But anyway, without further ado, let's see what these cappers have to say for this interesting female flyweight fight. Okay, starting out with the favorite. I can't believe she's such a wide line. I know Carolina before. I heard her mention this was a plus 200. So money's been coming in on Sarge because now it's a plus 279. I know that. I don't know what Sarge was prior to Bet Online. Just what I don't have anything written down, so I don't know. Okay, taking Sijara Eubanks, we've got the prime interviewer, James Lynch. I think he did interview Sijara Eubanks. I'm not quite sure. He keeps a playlist of, like, the UFC Vegas 40 playlist of everybody that's on the card that he did interview. I recommend you check out James Lynch and check out his interviews. Here I am gonna link his picks show, even though every show he puts a disclaimer that he is not a good prediction capper. He is more of an interviewer. He doesn't have time to watch tape. So anyway, wow, is that running or what? Anyway, James is taking Sijara Eubanks in this case. Wow, crazy. That marker just totally dripped down. I don't know what's going on with it. It's about to blow up in my hand. Then we've got Pub Sports Radio. Clint Die Hard MMA podcast. He had as a special guest on the show, Manpreet Lock of the Night. Lock of the Night said within distance, LOTNWD, within distance for Sijara Eubanks. Clint didn't say how, but he is siding with Sarge here. And we got the MMA experts. That's AJ DeVito. I like AJ. He's saying TKO in the second round for Sarge Sijara Eubanks. Then we got MMA Guru, the one with the knit cap out of the UK. Hilarious, this guy. Hilarious. This show is just very entertaining. He's one of my favorites. He's also saying TKO for Sijara Eubanks. He said strictly because he thinks she's more testosterone loaded. She's more manly, where Carolina is more petite and frail female. I don't know. I guess Eubanks does have some manly characteristics, but yeah, Guru's taking Eubanks by TKO. And we've got Payne fight prediction, or fight picks, Payne fight picks. Payne is also taking Eubanks, but he's saying by decision, smart play there since it is a female fight. But you think that'd be a full capper consensus. However, we have a contrarian picker who is not confident at all. As a matter of fact, after he made the pick, he went and put the disclaimer, do not follow me on girl fight picks because I'm horrible at them. But I'm going to write him because he took a side and he took this side. We got UFC gambling addicts. That's right, Leighton. You said it. You took Carolina. So, I mean, you didn't change it. You stuck with it. But he did say, do not listen to me when it comes to women's MMA. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He did put that out there, but his pick is Carolina. And it was until he saw the odds, which Carolina was a plus 200. At that time, I'm not sure what Eubanks was, but he was like, well, see what I'm saying? I was kind of leaning Eubanks, but I'm going against what I feel because I am horrible at picking women's MMA. But anyway, so be it. Leighton signed up for Carolina. So, Luana Carolina. So, anyway, that being said, I am still taking Sarge. I don't like that she's got such a lousy record compared to Carolina, but, and she's older. Man, and her last fight, she's 3-2. Carolina's, 4-1. She had that split decision against Poliana Botello. But the thing is, the quality of fighters Eubanks has faced throughout her career, most of them can beat Luana Carolina. Luana Carolina, before Ariane Lipski, I should pull up her Tapology. Just bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to press pause here. As I was saying, Carolina, before that loss to Lipski, she had a win against Priscilla Cachoeira, which I guess it's decent. But before that, there was a girl in the Contenders series. I think her name was like Mallory Lima or something. I can't remember. I just looked at it too. But before that, all cans, like a 0-2 record, a 1-0 record, a 0-0 record, I think a 0-4 or 1-4 or something. I don't know, but just all cans. Where Sarge has faced, like all 6 of those losses are to known names in women's MMA. So I'm gonna have to go with. I don't like the odds at all. I'm not putting a bet on this. No freaking way. That's just disgusting. But I'm going to have to go with the capper majority here and take Sarge for my Tapology pick. I think it's going to go to the decision, though, because Carolina, all her victories went to decision. I know she got that loss to Ariane Lipski, but that was just a slick knee bar on the ground. I think Eubanks is going to. Actually, Carolina's striking might be able to outstrike her, but Eubanks' path to victory is to get it on the ground, use her wrestling. because Carolina's got a lousy takedown defense, I'm assuming. But still, I think Eubanks will control it on the ground or against the cage. I foresee that happening, and I think she's going to get the nod and get the decision victory over Carolina. Moving on off that fight. Moving on. Next, we've got Danny Roberts, Hot Chocolates. Taking on Ramazan Amiv, Goretz. Goretz, go figure. He fights out of the Goretz fight team where there's like 6 different fighters off that team with the nickname Goretz. Goretz means like mountain man or something over in Dagestan, Russia. He's definitely a Dagestani wrestler. He's the favorite here at minus 275. That line did move. It was a minus 225, meaning money's been getting dumped on Emeev because now Danny Roberts opened up at a plus 190. Now he's up at plus 235 for the underdog here in Hot Chocolate. Let's talk about Ramazan Amiv first, though, since I was already on the Goretz fight team. Everybody in that entire facility has a last name that ends with V. Either EV or OV, it doesn't matter. I think there's a lot more OVs than EVs. And you know what? Vlad from UFC Celebrity Classics once told me, like, fighters that end in EV are more defensive strikers, and OV are offensive strikers or something. He had some weird like weird thing with the OV. If your name ends in OV or EV and you're Dagestani Russian, it's something. I don't know. It's just like, and it happened to just click like that. But anyway, he's the you know who else fights out of the Goretz fight team? Magomed Ankalaev, EV, and that would be, I think he said the EV guys are more like the aggressors, and the OV, I don't know, I can't remember, it's just silly anyway. But Magomed Ankalaev is actually getting ready for a fight October 30th. He's taking on Volkan Ozdemir. Anyway. Ramazan Amiv is coming off a split decision win against David Zawada. Not that bad. But he's 4-1 in his last 5. His one loss was to Anthony Rocco Martin, which, mediocre, I think. I don't know. I guess he's okay. By unanimous decision. They're both neck and neck when it comes to age. They're both 34 years old. Danny Roberts, Hot Chocolate, and Goretz, one of many Goretz. Ramazan Amiv, both 34 years old. Let's see. Danny Roberts is coming off a win himself against another Russian. Another EV Russian too, Zalim Emeev. But Emeev, from what I've heard from these cappers, is not a top tier Russian, not a top tier Dagestani wrestler, I guess you could say. Like, you know, they rank them and they have many that are better than him. But Hot Chocolate is 3-2 in his last 5, and that Zalim Emeev, he knocked him out TKO round 2. Danny Roberts fights out of United Kingdom. However, he trains at Black Zillions. Haven't heard that in a while. That's another facility coached by Henry Hooft. Henry Hooft coaches Sanford MMA and Black Zillions. I think Black Zillions might have changed into Sanford MMA. I'm not 100% on that though, but you look at the list of Black Zillions and Tyrell Fortune, even though he's a heavyweight, I doubt he's going to be working out with Danny Roberts, but Tyrell Fortune, who I'm a big fan of, he trains out of there. Danny Roberts has a 3-inch height and a 5.5-inch reach advantage over Ramazan Amiv. He's, man, his striking is not that bad, but Ramazan Amiv has that. his striking is just a lead up to his wrestling. Once he puts the strikes on you, he sees that you're, and he's got sharp, technical, good striking. But like I said, he only uses to lead into a takedown. Once he gets the takedown and gets to the ground, it's game over for you. Especially if you're Danny Roberts, because I don't see Danny Roberts. He's from the UK and they're not known for their great wrestling skills. But Dagestan, Russia, they are known for their great wrestling skills. You know what I'm saying? So that plus 235 and minus 275, some would say it may be warranted. Let's see what these cappers have to say in this showdown between these welterweights. We've got taking the favorite here in Emeev. We've got Payne fight picks. Payne is saying by decision. Then we've got UFC gambling addicts. Leighton also taking the Russian Emeev. MMA Guru, he's saying Emeev should get the decision victory. He thinks Danny Roberts will last with him. MMA experts, AJ DeVito, also saying a decision. Look I'm seeing a trend here, guys. Decision. But here we go. Pub Sports Radio, Lock of the Night, is saying within distance. Clint really didn't say, but he is both are taking the side of Ramazan Amiv. So I just keep that. Pub Sports Radio. Clint, Lock of the Night, said within distance. And James finishing it off. James Lynch is saying by decision, making this a full capper consensus. I think Nora's in bed. She better be, it's late. A full capper consensus is when all the cappers pick the same side, and I'm throwing some good luck pearls, pearls of wisdom. And in this case, everybody's taking the pretty heavy favorite in Ramazan Amiv. I mean, it's kind of like it is kind of a lock. I don't like using that term lock, but I'm pretty confident that Ramazan Amiv should get this done. But I did take him against Anthony Rocco Martin too, and I got mistaken there. But anyway, I think he's gonna take it to hot chocolate and get it done here. And like I said, trend. 4 out of 6 cappers taking Emeev are all saying decision. So I'm also going to be saying decision here. That's just how it should go, right? That's my model. So there you have it. And like I said, I don't like the minus 275. I don't like the minus 354 here. But at the end of the day, once you prop it all together, I'm sure it'll be a plus number. Let's move on to this fight between Andrew El Derte, Sanchez, and Bruno Silva. Blindado. I don't know if it's blindado or blindado. Both these fighters have both beat up Wellington Turman. They both knocked him out, finished him in the first round. Bruno Silva did it most recently. That was his last fight. He had a ground and pound round 1. Bruno Silva is 5-0 in his last 5 fights. He's on a 5-fight winning streak. He is minus 150 favorite. That climbed. It was a minus 135, so money's been coming in on Silva against Andrew Sanchez. Andrew Sanchez opened as a plus 115. He has now climbed to a plus 130 payout for the 12-6 fighter in Sanchez. They're very close in age. Sanchez 33, Bruno Silva 32. Okay. El Derte taking on Blindado. Okay, Blindado Bruno Silva fights out of the Evolucao Thai MMA school in Parana, Brazil, where Andrew Sanchez was fighting out of TriStar up in Canada, but has since moved his gym, and he now trains out of American Kickboxing Academy, aka eBay's favorite school. A lot of people are high on AKA. They have a good facility down over there. And Andrew Sanchez, however, is coming off a loss to Makhmed Muradov. He's 3-2 in his last 5, and that loss to Makhmed Muradov, he did get TKO beat in round 3. So let's see what the cappers have to say about this middleweight fight between Sanchez and Bruno Silva. Taking the favorite in Bruno Silva, we've got MMA experts. AJ DeVito is saying Silva should get it done KO in the 2nd round. I like that. Also taken in the 2nd round is MMA Guru. Guru says TKO 2nd round. Very good. I guess they're all assuming Alberto can make it through the 1st round, survive that. Late in UFC Gambling Addicts, he's also taken Bruno Silva. James is gonna force him to take a side. He's taking Silva. However, he said no bet here. He is not confident at all. But if forced to pick a side, which I make Vlad do it, James, he just knows. Pick a side. That's his deal. But he said no bet. And finally, we've got Hub Sports Radio. But they are split. That's right. Clint is over here taking Silva. But his guest on the show on Pub Sports Radio, Manpreet, the guest, lock of the night, is going to take Andrew Sanchez by decision. And to finish it all off, Pain Fight Picks is also taken Alberto Sanchez by decision. So we got 2 contrarian pickers going against the 5 taking Bruno Silva. In this spot, you know what? I like that Silva's on a 5-fight win streak. But I don't know. Something's telling me that switch of gyms, dropping TriStar and going to AKA, Andrew Alberto Sanchez. I think he might have a shot here as the plus money, and money's been increasing. Like I said, he opened up at a plus 115. Money's been dumping in on Bruno Silva. That's because the fans are seeing that he's on a 5-fight win streak, where Andrew Sanchez is 3-2 in his last 5, coming off a loss. But hold on a second. I'm gonna see quickly who he beat in his last 5. Hold on. Okay, like I said, Alberto Andrew Sanchez, he's coming off that loss to Makhmed Muradov. Before that was his knockout of Wellington Turman, just like Bruno Silva did. 1st round. So they're even Steven there. And before that, he lost to Marvin Vettori. You can't take anything from that. Marvin Vettori is top 5. He's a contender. And then he has wins against Marc-Andre Barrio. And who I like Marc-Andre Barrio. He's not bad. Oh, and the Joker, Marcus Perez, who I don't think is in the UFC anymore. I think he's down in lesser promotion, like maybe Bellator, PFL, LFA, one of those lesser promotions. But anyway, Andrew Sanchez, he's prime. I think I'm going to take that plus money, that plus 130 with lock of the night and Pain Fight predictions. I think I'm going to take him by decision. I will see how they look at weigh-ins and the face-offs, and these are subject to change. I know it's boring because I'm taking decisions all the way around the house, and 2 of the 3 are big, heavy favorites. But this will even it out, make that a, when I parlay all three and make it a plus number. So to recap, time check. I don't even have my watch on. To recap, I've got Sijara Eubanks taking it to Luana, Carolina, getting the decision victory there. With a lot of people are saying she's going to knock her out, but I think Luana Carolina can. She keeps the distance. She does have a height and reach advantage, and her striking's not bad. Eubanks, I think, is going to bring it to the ground and win by control time. She's going to control the fight, but I don't see her submit. Well, she might submit her. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Female fight is tough to call, but I'm going to take Sarge with the majority of the cappers. I think I'm going to take it by decisions, female fight. Then I've got Ramazan Amiv using his Dagestani wrestling to control that fight and win a decision victory. Because like I said, his strikes are sharp, his strikes are good, but they're all just setups. They're setups for the takedown, they're setups for the wrestling. He's going to set up the takedown with the strikes, take him down, use the control time. He's going to try to work a submission, but Danny Roberts isn't going to just lay down for him. So he's going to be squirming and struggling off his back or off his belly to try to get out of it. But Ramazan Amiv is going to smother him against the cage, smother him against the ground, and win by control time throughout the entire fight. And then finally, I've got, for the upset, Alderte Sanchez. Like I said, his two losses in his last five, Makhmed Meredov and Marvin Vettori, I think both those guys could take it to Bruno Silva, to be honest with you. And I think Marc-Andre Barrio might take it to Bruno Silva too, and that's why Andrew Sanchez is live here as a dog, and I think he might get it done here. I'm not confident at all, but I am going to take Andrew Sanchez. I like that he switched gyms from TriStar to AKA. So we're going to take Sanchez to get it done by decision over Bruno Silva. So there you have it. Gather the info, place those bets, cash those tickets. I appreciate you guys watching. Go ahead, come on, let me get double-digit likes. Can I get that? I mean, I'm trying to make these these achievements as a YouTube channel. I'm not really into self-promotion, but I mean, I do put in a lot of work for this. So just give me a like for at least my hard work, right? And my research. I spent a lot of time listening to the cappers. Fill the comments with who you think is going to win any of these three fights. And then tomorrow I have a soccer game, of course. Every Wednesday my kid has a soccer game. So tomorrow I'm not going to be doing a show unless I do it after or before his game, which it's a possibility. I've done it before. I've left work early to come do a video before the game. That probably won't happen tomorrow. But anyway, good luck on these bets. I appreciate you guys watching. And stay tuned for my next video, probably Thursday, where I'm going to get into the main card. All right, see you guys. Take care.